Mike Phillips with Autogeek.com, and today we're going to show you how to use a rinseless wash. Today I have with me Jeff Brown from Griot's Garage. He's the product developer. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm great, Mike.
What do you have from Griot's Garage for a rinseless wash?
Well, we've got Griot's Garage rinseless wash and wax, and I'd like to run through a few things that make it special, Mike.
First, let me kind of share some reasons why to use a rinseless wash.
Good point, let's hear it.
In some cases, you don't have access to a garden hose and water. For example, if you live in a condominium or an apartment, there may be no place to wash your car. You may live in an area of government restriction or drought where you really can't use a hose to wash your car. Another reason to use a rinseless wash is maybe it's the dead of winter. Everything's frozen outside. Not only is the garden hose and the water supply frozen, but it's slippery. It's a slip hazard. Sometimes maybe you're traveling to a car show, staying at a hotel. Here's a way to get your car clean while on the road. And for detailers, a lot of times there's restrictions on using running water, so here's a great way to get the car clean before you detail it, and that's by using a rinseless wash. So Jeff, for people that might not be familiar with the concept of using a rinseless wash, how can this take the place of using a hose and still be safe for the car?
Well, Mike, it's interesting. You've got a lot of loose contaminants on the surface. We're traditionally going to spray a lot of water on the vehicle, 20 to 25 gallons to remove all the loose contaminants. Then we're going to work with a traditional bucket. And you know, you've same concept, you got a slippery high lubricity soap or wash, and you're going to wash over the surface. You're going to typically use a plush wash mitt or some type of a mitt that's going to have spaces for the dirt and abrasive to go. So it's really going to be no different in that respect, with the exception of the pre-rinse. And there's a couple ways that we'll work around that on the real heavy stuff. Of course, we want to use common sense, right? We're not going to take your Chevy out and go super swamping and come back with a bunch of mud all over it. We're going to use common sense. But yeah, the formulas are really formulated to be very, very slick. Okay. And that's what makes them safe.
So the key to using a rinseless wash is to first start with a quality product that offers high lubricity and good cleaning ability.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
So Mike, we've got rinseless wash and wax from Griot's Garage. The big benefit to this is, number one, it's ultra safe for removing light to moderate contaminants, dust, dirt, road debris. Maybe you go out, wash it on Sunday with a traditional wash, and you look at it, let's say a product like Griot's Garage Spray on Car Wash, it's perhaps a little bit more contaminated than what you want to go with. So from there, this is going to take it to the next level in terms of its lubricity and its ability to lubricate that surface, allow you to remove it safely and very quickly. I could do this entire vehicle in roughly 8 minutes without breaking a sweat, unless of course you're in Florida and you're outside.
So Jeff, how did you go about developing this type of product?
Well, Mike, with any product that we develop, we take a look at the market, and there's a lot of great products out there. I mean, it's unimaginable, all the different great formulas that are out there. And we really take the best that exists, and we work very hard to make a product that's better. And I'll tell you a few things that we did to do that with rinseless wash and wax. A very, very high lubricity, unique blend of polymers with carnauba that essentially remove the contaminants without scratching, but at the same time offer absolutely incredible hydrophobic protection and gloss enhancement.
Oh, that's something everybody likes about their car. I like it when I feel the paint, it feels slippery.
Yes.
I like it to be shiny.
Yes.
But more importantly, when I'm washing it, I want to make sure I'm safe, because it's easy to put scratches in, it's hard to get them out.
Yeah.
So high lubricity is key for a product like this.
You bet. So we made this very, very concentrated. We were talking 320 to 1. So if traditional wash like this, we would roughly use 2.5 gallons of water, and that just is simply 1 ounce per 2.5 gallons of water.
So for your larger vehicles, large SUVs, you're going to want to use more water in the bucket, so a little bit more product. What's the dilution?
Yeah, that's just 2 ounces per 5 gallons of water. If you've got a wash system with a Gamma Seal lid and you're a mobile guy, that's a real great setup, because you can do 2-3 vehicles, if not more, depending on the contaminants. So
sure, tighten the lid down, you can move it from place to place.
We want to get the most out of the product that we can. So to sum it up, rinseless wash and wax is an ultra concentrated formula that is using hydrophobic polymers That means to you is it safely removes dirt and grime, adds intense gloss, and enhances your protection, all in a quick rinseless wash. Take you anywhere to 5 to 10 minutes to do an average size vehicle.
So Jeff, since you can control the dilution level when mixing up product, what else can you do with the rinseless wash?
So Mike, we've got the rinseless wash and wax, we've got a clay lubricant, we have a waterless car wash, and we have a pre-rinse gloss enhancement and protection enhancement. Just spray it on and rinse.
So that's 4 things out of 1 product.
4 things, yes.
Awesome. Let's see it in action.
So Mike, let's get started. I've got rinseless wash and wax. I've got 1 ounce in 2.5 gallons of water. We're going to take a Griot's Garage microfiber detailing pad. It's got plush nap that's going to keep pull the dirt away from the surface. And Mike, it's just real simple. We're going to start in the middle, fold the pad in half. We're going to do 1 pass. We're going to flip it, do another, rotate it. So you can essentially do half the hood. We're going to rinse all that contaminants into my bucket. We're going to use a PFM terry weave towel, and it's just simple, fast flash. Typically 1 pass, and again, knock this car out in roughly 8 to 10 minutes max.
That was impressive. You know, this thing's actually fairly dirty.
Yeah.
You made just a number of quick, simple passes, dried it off, and it looks like you just waxed the car.
Yep, added slickness, gloss, and if we hit this with water just to kind of induce that hydrophobic action, you'd really see it happen. So.
But the cool thing is no bucket, no mess.
Yep.
You know?
And what's crazy is this thing's a rental car and it's never been waxed in its life. So.
Yeah, rental cars are the worst. They make great demo vehicles.
They sure do. They sure do.
And you know what else I noticed? And this is something I really like about products is when they smell good. So when you're working with them, you know, it's not like that's a foul smell. What's that, grape?
Well, it's proprietary, Mike, but you can probably put your finger on it.
It smells pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, that does look good, Jeff. For more information on the Griot's Rinseless Wash and Wax, visit Autogeek.com. For more videos like these and how-tos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, Jeff, you said you could do this in about 8 to 10 minutes. Let's see it. It's all you, bud.
I'm on it.
This is fun.
I'm on it. You just relax.